Next on HBO. In commemoration of the end of World War II, HBO presents one woman's true life account of the Holocaust. One survivor remembers. Next on HBO.
Hi, I'm Eddie Rabbit. Next time on Dennis Miller Live, Roseanne. Subject, the tabloid.
Well, folks, maybe we spoke a little too soon, but that's live television. The bad news, Roseanne will have to reschedule. The good news, our guest will be Jay Leno. It's another chance to see Dennis Miller live. If you missed him Friday night, catch him tonight after the movie, only on HBO.
That's all you need to know. Let the games begin.
Hello, I'm Tracy Ullman, happily posing away in this window frame. Posing seductively, posing like Heather Locklear. Sorry. And I'm here to tell you that I'm going to be hosting the HBO Comedy Hour, Women of the Night 4. I'll be introducing 6 good girls.
My mom is a ventriloquist, like she could throw her voice, so for 10 years I thought the dog was telling me to kill my father.
I fell down. I had a concussion. I stood up. I didn't know who I was or where I was. And it was the best I'd ever felt in my life, okay?
A man came up to me one time and said, you know, I always see in the TV guide closed captions, but I never see anything on my TV. I said, that's because only deaf people can see it.
I had the nicest boyfriend for a while. He used to call me Cutie, which was short for chronic urinary tract infection. And, get out.
A 40-year-old woman has a better chance of getting kidnapped by a terrorist than getting... So I'm hanging out at the World Trade Center.
I go to bed at night, my hair is fine. I wake up in the morning, huge hair. Bad. It's the weirdest thing. It's kind of like my ass in a way, you know? Oh,
really? The HBO Comedy Hour, Women of the Night 4, hosted by Tracy Ullman. Premieres Saturday, May...
Who is Simon Wilder?
He is. Cut it out.
Mine eyes have seen...
Joe Pesci is a bum.
But bear in mind, I'm a Harvard bum.
We found him home alone, but now he's cohabitating.
He's wearing my robe.
Oh, no.
And it looks like everyone's in for an education.
What do you see when you look at me?
Brendan Fraser.
Why did you say that I was a loser?
Shh. Is this inside macho talk?
Joe Pesci.
Yusuf.
Oh, me?
With honors. Premieres Saturday, May 27th on HBO.
I expect you to clean the...
We're dealing you in. It's 5 cards and draw. Seven card stuff. Mel Gibson is Maverick. Premieres Saturday, June 3rd on HBO.
Comedy.
What's the next line?
It's an HBO thing.
Oh!
Comedy is an HBO thing.
You're crazy.
Next.
I'm not gonna dance.
But seriously. Comedy, it's an HBO thing. Yeah, that sounds natural for me, doesn't it? How about pulling back and getting me scratching my ass? Wait, I got it?
Comedy?
It's an HBO thing. Comedy is an HBO thing is, I guess, their new slogan.
I'm a comedian. That's my job. Jobs are funny. There are no hard, fast rules on making it to the top, but a pretty good rule of thumb is if you make it to age 35 and your job still involves wearing a name tag, made a serious vocational error somewhere along the line.
Well, there's no more "may I take your order" in Dennis Miller's career. He's on top with his own Emmy Award-winning HBO series, Dennis Miller Live. And now he's back to celebrate HBO's 20 years in comedy with a whole new season of mental comedy aerobics like only Dennis Miller can do.
My guest tonight is a very funny man. He is also the Bob Vila of neurosis, Gary Shandling. Now, I brought a list of your references with me, so I hope I can follow you along. What was that tater thing you said in the monologue? Tater cellar. Tater cellar. That means that's like the lowest rung on the food chain. That was funny. So, all right. There was I love you. I don't always understand you, but I love you because of the warmth.
And it's how he expresses that warmth which makes Dennis Miller so unique.
The simple fact is, folks, this stuff... Why can't I talk? See, when I'm trying to be sincere, I get choked up. My deepest sentiments are always on prompter. You know what? But I want to come up trepidatious. I'm selling humble this time through.
Humble? All right, then. Since we have you where we want you, Dennis, tell us exactly an HBO special.
I guess I did my first HBO special maybe 6, 7 years ago, and it changed my life. I mean, people only knew me on Saturday Night Live, where you're a smartass in snippets, and they don't know if you have anything more to say. So, Mr. Miller Goes to Washington, it was called. Well, nice to be here. Nice to be back east. I've been out in Los Angeles, L.A., the only city in the world where people list CAT scans as film credits on their resume. I got out and did a little clothes shopping today over here at the Kmart. I think when I say Kmart, we're all hip to the fact that I'm talking Style Central. Picked up a couple short sleeve suits and a little Century 21 blazer for the holidays, you know. HBO, and you've seen Robin Williams here for an hour. You've seen Stephen Wright. You've seen the geniuses of their generation. And all of a sudden you're on the same thing. It amps up your confidence, and I think you come off it a much better comedian, because I remember I had titanium balls after I did my first special.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the king of pop references, Dennis Miller.
By the way, Mike and George Hamilton have now officially crossed lines on the pigmentation axis. You just don't get there unless you're pretty good. You know what it's become? It used to be Carson gave you the couch. Now it's HBO gives you the hour.
And now, HBO gives Dennis Miller the couch with his own guest lineup of very familiar faces. It was the freedom granted and Dennis Miller's irreverence that made a perfect mix for his series.
Line 3, we've got Howard from Gunter, Texas.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say that where celebrities are concerned, at least, a lot of people like to see them fail because these people grow up wanting to be famous, and once they become famous, they seem to act like some type of royalty who doesn't have time.
Assholes. They act like assholes.
Basically, they don't have time for autograph seekers or anything like that.
Never you.
Not this man.
Never you.
Not
this man. Never you. Not this man.
I think that they need a little bit less arrogance.
Gunter.
I think they need a little bit less arrogance.
Excuse me. You've mistaken us for a show that gives a shit. Yeah. All right.
I get to make bread and do exactly what I like to do. I should walk through and say, Attica, 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 Attica! And then, after I go off, the screen should go black, and in white letters it should say, April 7th, feel the indignation. I'm genuinely thankful. I get to be a comedian. I can't tell you how lucky that is. What a gig. And quite frankly, HBO helped us all do it. Dennis Miller, it's the feel pissed off hit of the summer.
Take 5.
Let's make tape 5 a saucy one.
You're simply the best! That's what, folks, that's the news, and I am out here. Gary Campbell.
Help us celebrate another 20 years of comedy with a new season of Dennis Miller Live. Late night never had it so good. Fridays at midnight and Sunday after the movie.
Next on HBO. In commemoration of the end of World War II, HBO presents one woman's true life account of the Holocaust. One survivor remembers. Next on HBO.
In May, how many reasons do you need to watch HBO? Reason 1, Keanu Reeves, Dennis Hopper, and Sandra Bullock taking a ride of their lives in Speed. Reason 2, Ray Liotta playing King of the Jungle in No Escape. Reason 3, Joe Pesci and Brendan Fraser making the grade in With Honors. Reason 4, the verdict was in before the trial began. The HBO original movie, Indictment. Reason 5, 2 big fights, Lennox Lewis and Michael Moore in a heavyweight boxing doubleheader. Reason 6, Friday late nights, it's a comedy thing, with all new episodes of Dennis Miller Live and Def Comedy Jam. Reason 7, Tracy Ullman hosts the HBO Comedy Hour, Women of the Night 4. Reason 8, everything else. We've got Maverick, Beverly Hills Cop 3, The Client, HBO Comedy Hour, Rita Rudner, Wimbledon 95, and Riddick Bowe in a heavyweight bout. How many reasons is that? We've lost count. HBO, reason enough.
Pamela Dennis. That's all I hear these days. You know, I take certain pride in feeling like I'm on the cutting edge. I know everything that's going on, you know it all, Gifford. And I thought I knew who all the great designers were. And I thought I had them all, too. And all of a sudden, my friends are coming out of the woodwork every other day. Said, well, of course, I'm going to Pamela Dennis's show. Or, I'm going to wear my Pamela Dennis. And I'm too embarrassed to go, who's Pamela Dennis?
Who is Pamela Dennis? You'll find out today when In Style magazine takes you to meet her in her New York City showroom. This hot young fashion designer is wrapping bodies with some very familiar faces. At home, up close, in style.
It started with, I couldn't find anything to wear. I was going to a friend of mine's wedding. In the stores they had a lot of poofy costume-like clothes. Basically things that would wear you instead of you wearing them.
And her outlook on fashion is simple. Let the clothes bring out the best in you. In a Pamela Dennis dress, you can walk into any room and feel like a star.
I've always been about glamour. I've always been about entrance makers, but in a subtle, breathtaking kind of a way. I also have a lot of help from celebrities creating my style.
This is like a t-shirt dress. It's really comfortable. It's made by Pamela Dennis.
Not only does Pam dress women, but men. Well, no, women who are men. Well, you know who you are, RuPaul.
We made him a studded gown, and boy, is he tall. We had to do the hem of his dress in the dressing room, and his head was touching the ceiling.
No one will mistake Daisy Fuentes for a man when she's wearing a Pamela Dennis.
The dress that I wore for the MTV Video Music Awards was this gold lame dress that almost looked like something like the old-time Hollywood starlets would wear. Sex. Her clothes just yell out, sex. To slip into Pamela Dennis means to all of a sudden feel like a real woman. I just feel sexy and you feel feminine.
Speaking of real women, Jamie Lee Curtis is a big fan of Pamela Dennis, and this design she created for Jamie Lee's True Lies movie premiere.
When I was doing True Lies, I had to go on the Letterman show, and I'd been wearing this black sheath throughout the entire movie. And I said to her, look, I've been in this little black velvet dress for a year on this movie, and I'd love to wear a little black dress, but make a joke of it. So she made me the shortest little black beaded dress you've ever seen. And it was exactly what I'd hoped it would do.
And I'm telling you something, that is one happening dress.
Thanks, baby. Knowing that on a Saturday night, I could be out to dinner with my husband, and there are like maybe 50 women wearing my clothes that night or more, gives me the goosebumps. It's really nice. That's the best part. I could tell you about a lot of other parts, but that's the best part.
It's true that from first ladies to Hollywood starlets to queens of talk, In Style magazine knows that Pamela Dennis can make every woman feel pretty. Ask Rolanda Watts.
I put on her dress at least 4 times, and every time something magnificent has happened. She had this red dress with beads in it, and I stabbed my boyfriend. It was one of those nights. It's a great dress. Pamela, I love you.
We didn't get anything to eat for days. We were bitter cold and hungry and everything, and I was planning a party after the war.
You'll only need a few moments with Gerda Weissman.
I had the dilemma for almost an entire day if I should have a blue velvet dress or a red velvet dress. Couldn't resolve it.
And she'll stay with you the rest of your life.
But you could occupy your mind and hang your thoughts on trivia of that nature, and they became very important, and this is how you passed the hours and forgot the hunger and the cold.
HBO and the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum present One Survivor Remembers. Coming up next on HBO.
I love you. He fought for love. For honor.
William Wallace will not be ruled.
And for freedom.
This one will fight forever.
Action. Go behind the scenes with Mel Gibson on Braveheart.
The picture of the scope to actually be in front of the camera and behind the camera. It's ambitious. I must admit I burned a few brain cells on it.
This is going to be a picnic.
The cavalry's behind you. Start running everywhere. Entourage, take off.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
HBO First Look presents Mel Gibson's Braveheart, a filmmaker's passion. Premieres Wednesday night at 9:30.
Raymond Bucky has now spent 5 years in jail without bail.
Close as you're ever gonna come to pure evil.
How come everybody in America knows these people are guilty?
What do you want me to do? I can't make things up!
James Woods, Mercedes Rue, and Lolita Davidovich. HBO Pictures presents Indictment, the McMartin Trial, based on a true story. Premieres Saturday, May 20th on HBO. Simply the best choice on TV. HBO.